So yesterday we got word during the better half of the program that, of course, we delivered to you immediately, that a Scott Walker aide had been, who recently resigned, had been paid a visit by FBI investigators, and they seemed to take a lot of property out of her house. Boxes, records, computers. And I had heard through a little birdie, of which I did not have a sound effect for, that there were similar, not quite raids, but investigations going on with other Walker staffers. I did a little digging, and on Tuesday, at the blog Cognitive Dissidence, a Wisconsin blogger, they had this story. Cindy Archer, and this is the woman who was the subject of this FBI raid yesterday, who was the head of then county executive Scott Walker's. Now, yesterday we didn't know exactly what it was. They were looking at some former advisors of Scott Walker, Governor Scott Walker, but it turns out this is not about him being governor. It's about what he did when he was county executive of Milwaukee County. Now, folks, I know this is going to be very hard for you to believe. I know this is probably going to flip your entire world on its head. The idea that Scott Walker, who would do the bidding of the Koch brothers, take their phone call, kiss their ass, attack Wisconsinites, attack unions, the fact that this guy would be unethical in private, like he is in public, I know that must be shocking to you. And the fact that they would ram through that bill in a complete flouting of the law, saved only by the fact that the choker, Supreme Court of Wisconsin Prosser, ruled that, no, they were fine doing what they did. The fact they would break the law in that way in public would not necessarily, you would never imagine he would do it in private. Well, Cindy Archer, who was the head of then County Executive Walker's Department of Administration, then followed him to Madison, is the most recent game piece for Walker in his game of musical chairs. Last month, the day after another crony, Tom Nardelli, announced his sudden retirement, it was learned that Archer was also leaving her position. She claimed it was to take leave to attend personal matters. It was speculated that the two sudden departures were tied to the still ongoing John Doe investigation. Apparently, there's a John Doe federal grand jury investigation happening in Wisconsin that no one really had a sense of what was behind it. Walker apparently, it turned out that when Archer had left her county executive position, Walker had already given her another job in the state government with a 61% raise over the person who filled it before. She quit again on August 19th. She was making $124,000 as deputy secretary in the State Department of Administration, the agency that oversees state contracts, the state budget, and the state workforce. Nobody knew why she left. All they knew is that the last person to hold that position, Kimberly Collins, was paid $61,000 a year in 2010. Is that only a 61% increase? That seems weird. So, 2 days later, 1 day later, probe surrounding Wisconsin governor apparently growing. The raid was on a former top aide to Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker in what appears to be an expanding corruption investigation. Even though the search warrant was executed, and here's the tip-off, even though the search warrant was executed on a home in the state capital, Madison, they were Milwaukee FBI agents. which is why we know that this has to do with Scott Walker's time as the Milwaukee County executive. Archer had followed Walker to the governor's office last November after she was his top county staffer in Milwaukee. Walker's Milwaukee chief of staff, Nardelli, also followed to the Capitol and, like Archer, also quit his $90,000 new state job this summer. The grand jury-like investigation appears to be targeting ex-employees of Governor Walker, with the focus being on their activities while working in Milwaukee County and suspicions they did political work on public time. 2 previous federal raids on Walker staffers ended with the seizure of work computers. We'll be following this closely, ladies and gentlemen. But if I was Scott Walker, I would be getting a lawyer. Oh, what's that?
Scott Walker has lawyered up. Scott Walker has lawyered up.
In fact, he has gotten one of the corrupt former U.S. attorneys implicated in the entire Karl Rove scandal to represent him. I mean, not because he's got any legal issues. It's just, the best time to get a lawyer is when you don't need one. That's what they always say, folks.